71. Vihaya kamanyah sarvan. Vihaya kamanyah sarvan. Pumanscharati nispruhah. Pumanscharati nispruhah. Nirmamo nirahankarah. Nirmamo nirahankarah. Sa shantim adhigacchati. Sa shantim adhigacchati. He who gives up all desires and moves about without the sense of mine and egoism, and shuns the thirst for necessities of life, attains tranquility. Okay, so the same verse which we are discussing since last few weeks, we will be trying to understand from the point of view of Swami Vivekananda ji. Okay, how Swamiji has tried to explain or interpret this. Okay, that man who lives completely free from desires, without longing, devoid of the sense of I and mine, attains peace. Now, as we know this, in the verse 54 of the same chapter, Arjun asked the Bhagwan 4 questions about Sthita Pragna. Okay, what was that verse? Sthita Pragnasya ka bhasha samadhis tasya keshava sthitadehi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. O Keshav, Keshav means Bhagavan Krishna, what is the mark of a person of steadfast wisdom who realizes God? How does such a man of firm wisdom speak, sit, and how does he walk? That was 4. Okay, so we try to understand these 4 questions. What is the first question? What are his qualities? Whose? Siddhapragnas. Okay, question 1. What are his qualities? Number 2. What does he speak? Number 3. How does he move? And number 4. How does he act? So, from the 55th verse till the verse 72, Bhagwan gave the explanation of Sthita Prajna, and for us it's a discourse. Okay, all the qualities mentioned constitute the general character of the sage of steady wisdom. In these words again Bhagwan speaks of the man who attains peace. Okay, who attains peace, not the pieces. Okay, who attains peace. 4 important conditions are to be fulfilled to attain peace or to achieve peace, or you can say to experience peace. Okay, 4 important conditions should be fulfilled before the man could experience the supreme peace of the self. So, what are these 4? Number 1, all desires should be given up completely. Number one, all desire should be given up completely. Number two, there should not be any test or release for them. Number three, the feeling of me and mine should be given up. And number four, the ego-centered attitude should be dropped. Don't you think we all are surrounded with these four? And that's why for the first, I always quote that verse from our Bhagavad Gita, that yadricha labha santushto. What it says first, all desire should be given up completely. That means yadricha, his will, his wish, thy will shall happen. Okay. There should not be any test for them. If we accept that yadricha, thy will, then there won't be any test for it. Right. Number three, the feeling of me and mine should be given up. Gita has answer, but I always quote the first verse of Ishavasya. Ishavasya vidam sarvam. Is his. And those who are attending the chanting class, Narayana Upanishad says the same. Yacha kinchit jagatsvaram drashyate shruyate piva antarbahishya tatsarvam vyapya Narayana stitah. Whatever you say, yacha kinchit jagatsvaram drashyate shruyate piva, whether you see or whether you listen to it. Antarbahishya tatsarvam, internal or external, all pervading Narayan. Then if we understand this firmly, there will not be feeling of me and mine. So we don't have to try to give up. It will be just dropped away. And the fourth, the ego-centered attitude should be dropped. Okay. How that is possible? It is possible if we understand that everything belongs to Almighty. Okay. So, the Bhagavan repeats at the end what he was affirmed at the beginning of his estimate of Sthita Prajna. The word all, means sarvam, is repeated empathetically many times to show that all desires should be given up without any expectation. Even if there is a single left in the mind, it grows and grows and binds man in sansar. Sansars means material world. Okay. So what it says, should be given up without any expectation. So that's why selfless work and selfless love towards the universe, towards all creature. If that happens, because that's why I always tell you, and so many times I have told you, if this Bhagavad Gita is going to help me after my death, who is going to see that? It should help me now, so it says that. It says here, All desires should be given up without any expectation. So, whatever we do, no expectation or no hidden agenda. Very clearly, in the same chapter, Bhagavan has told in the 47th verse, Karmani evadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachanan. Your right is only on the action, not the fruit. We just do our duty. We just perform the action. Just accept the task, what you got in your life or in your day-to-day practice. Accept it and fulfill it. Whether I can get the best or not, that none of my business. But I should be able to deliver the best. I must deliver the best. Whether I get or not, yadrichala basantusto, that he has to think. So what it says, it grows. Even a single left in mind, it grows and binds the man in sansar. It is not enough to give desires and sense pleasure extremely. The seeker should not think of them even. Oh, not should be in thought. Seeker should not think of them even, nor entertain any longing for them. The egocentric attitude, which is the root cause of bondage, should be eliminated by knowledge of the real self. It says, underline the word, underline the sentence. The egocentric attitude, which is the root cause of bondage. It's me. He was supposed to ask me. Didn't ask me. And then, for the sake of saying, what we say? Why should I bother? But I do bother. He didn't ask me. So, by saying this, we are cheating ourselves. And if we are cheating ourselves, then we can cheat anybody else. I repeat. Okay? Normally what we say, he was supposed to ask me. He was supposed to take my advice. Then we give the consolation to ourselves. Man, why should I bother? It's fine. But back of the mind, I am bothering because I'm not bothering. I'm concerned that he did not ask me. He did not seek my advice. Meaning, so we say that I don't bother, but I do bother. You got my point. Meaning, we are cheating ourselves by making this kind of statement. Okay. So, it is the ego that attaches itself to the body and forges all the bonds of friends, relations, enemies, and so on. It is because of the egocentric attitude that Arjun was overpowered by delusion and sorrow at the thought of killing his people, Swajanam. Because that's how the Gita started. Battle was declared, the armies were there, opposite to each other. Arjun wanted to see with whom he is going to fight. And very tactfully, Bhagavan Krishna as a charioteer parked the chariot where he can directly seize his family. the master drone, the grandfather, the Dhritarashtra, the relatives, the friends. Okay? So, delusion and sorrow at the thought of killing his people. Then he thought, oh man, these are all my people. These are all my relatives. How can I fight with them? How can I kill them? So this was the attachment. So when the man does not identify himself with the body, all other attachments arising from the body are removed completely. That's the problem with ourselves. That's the problem with all of us. We have convinced ourselves that the body is me. That the body is me. And that's why all the attachments are there, bondages are there. Okay. But Bhagavan says that body is not you. Okay. When the body is not his, how can he have any attachment for things outside the body? Knowledge of the real self clears away all doubts and perplexities, and then peace is attained. Okay. We note once again that the general term anybody, it is described here, yah, is used here, implying that wisdom is not the monopoly of persons belonging to any particular caste or creed. Whoever follows the Bhagavan and the way shown by him will attain peace. Okay. Bhagavan has very clearly mentioned, we are almost towards the end of this chapter 2. Bhagavan has twice mentioned, if I am not forgetting, chapter 3 and chapter 4. Mama vartmano vartante manushyaha partha sarvasaha. So, who are real human? Not by having 2 legs and 2 arms and okay. The certain qualities we'll discuss sometime else, but I just want to translate this. Those who follow my path are the real human. Te kharamanas. And opposite to that, I don't need to explain. Meaning, indirectly, Bhagavan says, follow my path. Follow my path. So, he has not told anything that this group of people should follow my path. It's for everybody. So, wisdom is not a monopoly. Knowledge is not a monopoly to anybody. Those who put in practice, whoever follows Bhagavan's teaching and preaching will attain peace. Okay. So this is very simple, right? Now, at least we need to understand these 4 things, okay? I repeat, 4 questions. In the 54th verse, what are the qualities of Sthita Prajna? What does Sthita Prajna speak? how does Sthita Prajna move and how does Sthita Prajna act. And to attain peace, what Bhagwan told here, again four things, because we are almost towards the end of chapter 2 and the description of Sthita Prajna. So, which are the four things to attain the peace? All desires should be given up completely. Number 2, there should not be any test for them. Number 3, the feeling of me and mine should be given up. And number 4, the ego-centered attitude should be dropped. I use always capital. I use always capital. We should change this. We should change this. Okay? Right. So, who can attain peace? The man who has given up all desires, who has no longing for enjoyments, who has abandoned the idea of mine, and who has transcended the ego attains peace. Okay? So, to attain the peace, this is the answer. Given up all desires, no longing for enjoyment, abandoned the idea of mine, and transcended the ego. This we need to achieve in our lives, or this we need to practice, or this we need to try to achieve. It can only happen if we try. If we don't try, and if we say, Ahmed, it's not my cup of tea, then it will never be our cup of tea. We have to try. We have to try from some corner, from some angle, from some part of our life. Then definitely it will help. Now, in the last verse, there is description of a person and his condition as a result of being free from desire, thirst for necessities of life, the sense of mind and egoism, and closes the subject. Okay, that's how Bhagavan is going to close the subject of Sthita Prajna. That we just recite, but we'll be starting next week. Okay. The last verse is Esha Brahmi Sthitihi Partha. Esha Brahmi Sthitihi Partha. Nainam Prapya Vimuhyate. Nainam Prapya Vimuhyate. Sthitva syamantakaalepi. Sthitva syamantakaalepi. Brahma nirvana mruchyate. Brahma nirvana mruchyate. O Parth, such is the state of a God-realized soul. Having attained the state, he overcomes delusion. Being established in this state, even at the hour of death, he attains Brahmic bliss, identification with the absolute state. Okay, so this definitely we'll be starting the new verse from next week. Okay, in today's discussion, whatever you like, credit goes to all the saints, all the scripture, whatever I have heard, I have read, I have understood, I try to share with you. Absolutely nothing belongs to me. As we know that our main reference book for our Gita class is Sadhak Sanjivani from Swami Ram Sukdas ji. And yes, we have tried to understand from the point of view of Swami Vivekananda ji too. Okay, so 73rd verse of 18th chapter followed by the Arti. नष्टो मोहः स्मृतिर्लब्धा त्वत्प्रसादान्मयाच्युत स्थितोऽस्मि गतसन्देहः करिष्ये वचनं तव.